fine. We take up in the series of videos that follow the small piece of poetry, namely a photograph by Shirley Toulson. And this piece of poetry written by Shirley Toulson is about the profound grief and sorrow that results as a result of the loss of someone near and dear. The memories remain. In the beginning, these memories are hard to bear, and as time passes, the intensity of sorrow and grief, profound sorrow and grief, lessens. And Shirley Toulson happens to lay her hand on a photograph, which is what she refers to as a cardboard in the poem. And this piece of cardboard, which actually is a stiff piece of paper, stiff and hard piece of paper, on which photographs were imprinted during the pre-digital age. When she lays her hand on, accidentally, she recalls, or that photograph brings back to her memory, her mother and all about her mother's life. And she regards the photograph, and there is a flashback of how things would have been when the photograph was taken. This photograph shows how her mother, as a young girl, had gone to a beach for the purpose of wading through water. This was a visit to a beach nearby, and she was accompanied by her cousins. So in all there were 3. In addition to these, there happens to be an uncle also who accompanied the 3 girls to the beach. And even as the 3 enjoyed wading through water, uncle took or captured this particular moment in the camera, and the photograph brings all memories back to her. Actually, she surmises or guesses what the conditions, what the situation would have been like then. And for her, this is what we gather from this piece of poetry. It appears as if going to a beach was a big event then, and in addition to this, the fact that they were dressed in a particular manner was also a big deal then. So these small things is what people sought joy in. A visit to a beach, being photographed there, were big things. They still are. However, for the poet because it involves, for the poetess rather, because it involves her mother. The photograph, that is, carries special significance. Fine, we first read the first stanza, which goes like this. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she the big girl, some 12 years or so. So the first stanza tells us one important fact, that Shirley Toulson's mother, when she went paddling in the company of two cousins, her age at that point in time was about 12 years or so. And the photograph shows the two cousins on either side of poetess's mother holding her hands. So this cardboard is actually the photograph. The cardboard depicts the photograph, represents the photograph, and is a source. It occasions solemn feelings and brings a sorrowful mood, and this sorrowful mood encompasses the poetess Shirley Toulson.